At our school, we're doing personalized learning in math and starting in literacy. One way we go about doing this is looking at the whole child perspective with the learner profile. We had students look at these learner profiles, write paragraphs describing them, and then they recorded each other. So we're able to use Aurasma to have other students gain examples of these learner profiles and able to make themselves better with personalized learning.
So this year we've been doing a project with Aurasma where I've challenged my students that we're going to do a book review for every book in the school. But we're going book by book. They're bringing in books as they finish them, and we're videotaping their review of the book so that people can scan the books and see if they would like to check it out from the library or not.
We have used Aurasma in 4th grade in reading workshop and in writing. We used it in reading workshop in our historical fiction unit. The students read their historical fiction book about their time period, and then they had to write a book review. They had to create a new book cover for their historical fiction book, and we recorded the students reading their book reviews, and then we used the book cover to hold over for Aurasma. So when you hovered over the book cover, you had the student that would pop up and read their book review. In writing, that is how we published their pieces. So they would illustrate their story, and when you hovered over their illustration, there was the student reading their opinion piece for our opinion unit. It really encourages the students to want to do a good job because they know that other people will see it, so the quality of work they produce is obviously better than if they think nobody's going to read it or see it. And just the fact that they get to use technology, they really get excited about. And it helps me as a teacher really put the learning back into the students' hands. So they're taking ownership and they're producing high quality pieces.
Hi, I'm Jaylee Walters, a 3rd grade teacher here at Pinewood Elementary.
And I'm Nicole Hamilton, another 3rd grade teacher here at Pinewood.
We recently just started using Aurasma in our Reader's Workshop block to display book recommendations by students for their peers.
First, we have the students write the book recommendations, and then we record them using a video. Once the video is recorded, we take a picture of the book and link their video of the recommendation to their picture, or to the book's picture.
Currently, all of the books recommended by the students are scattered into our libraries, so ideally we would like a special area for the recommended books to be on display for the students so that they know which books to use Aurasma with and which books their peers have read.
It's our goal to have the students be able to go through the Aurasma section of the library and use the link in the app to look at the books and read the recommendations to decide if it's a book they would be interested in reading or not. Here's an example.
Hi, I'm Miss Banis and I teach 2nd grade here at Pinewood Elementary, and we use Nearpod for problem solving in math. The great thing about Nearpod is that it allows you to send it as homework and lets the kids use technology while doing math. What they do is anytime during the day they can join a session for problem solving. Here's one that we have already done. They just join the session, log in, and differentiate that for students, so the different levels of students may also have different codes that they would join. They can read, move ahead, enter their names, send it through, and then be able to take the session. It's not coming out. Once they take the session, I can see what they did exactly as they did it, depending on how I choose to set up the Nearpod problem solving. With this, I'm able to send it as a homework, which gives them a login code instead of having to automatically go through it with them as a whole class, which is great for me because I just send it to myself, put the code up on the board, they grab the iPad and are able to do it. Since that's not loading, we can go on here. When they do a problem solving, I can pull it up in my reports. And for example, this one has a draw it out component. I can pull it out on mine, see what the students did, which students were working on it, how far along are they, and what they did. There's a quiz component, which I don't have on this particular one. There's a poll component. Did you read each question? There are open-ended questions, and there's the draw it out component, which I love because it allows you to see exactly what the students did and how they solved it. You can see their strategies, where the mistakes they are making instead of just a multiple choice question. You can also use the multiple choice questions to practice test taking skills. And what I like to do with these excuse me, is make sure that I strategically place the answers in the multiple choice questions so that I know what mistakes the students are making based on the answers they choose. For example, Porky Pig had 15 red apples. He had 5 more green than red apples. How many apples did he have altogether? I know that the students that chose 20 are just looking at 15 and 5 and not doing the 2 steps necessary for this story problem. And I can pull those students in a group and have my automatic data right here based on the skill they need to work on. That is how I incorporate Nearpod into my lessons in problem solving, and it has worked wonderfully.
Hi, I'm Laura Stewart and I teach 2nd grade, and I use Aurasma a lot in math. When the students move to a new standards-based hub where they have mastered one skill and they're moving to a different skill, Aurasma is very helpful because they go to that hub and then they can pull up the Aurasma app and put it over all of the games inside of that tub, and it's me playing all of the games and showing them how to use the manipulatives within that tub. Hello, it's Laura again. I'm here to tell you about Nearpod and how I use that within my Google Classroom, and I'm able to connect with the ESL teachers because they give me their Google Classroom codes, and then the students are able to log on in there and see the different vocabulary words that they've been working on, and they use Nearpod then to take the quiz, and then that gives the data and feedback all back to both of us so that we can use that to further drive instruction. Hi, in my 2nd grade classroom I use Book Creator to have the kids display their Genius Hour work or research work that we're doing, and they take pictures. They know how to screen capture images into Book Creator and add them in there, and then they add either their own voice text or and other images and their own text to go with that, and then they share the books with each other and they're able to read what the other has researched about.
All About Presidents, Level T by Astro. When you become president, you don't live in your house. who lived in the White House in Washington, D.C. Third place in stone was George Washington. The second place in stone was Thomas Jefferson. Barack Obama became the 44th president of the USA. Abe Lincoln was the 16th president. Jimmy Carter was the 39th president. Ulysses Grant was the 18th president of the USA. Bill Clinton was the 42nd president of the USA.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Sloop. I teach 5th grade at Pinewood. I just wanted to talk to you about Kahoot. I use Kahoot as a review for science or math. We also use it to review vocabulary. The kids love it. It's engaging. Recently in math, I even had the kids create their own Kahoots to review concepts that they were learning in math, and they love it. It's engaging, and they really seem to learn a lot from it.